Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something today. Life is not always going to be easy. You're going to face obstacles. You're going to face situations that will make you question your ability, your strength, and your resolve. But here's the thing, the courage to persist through those challenges is what will define you. Life is a journey, a road filled with unexpected twists and turns, and in that journey we all face challenges, some big, some small, but all significant in their own right. These challenges often show up when we least expect them, throwing us off course, testing our resolve, and sometimes making us question whether we're on the right path. But here's the thing, while we can't always control the challenges that life throws at us, we can control how we respond to them. We can control whether we let those challenges break us or whether we use them as fuel to propel us forward. The courage to persist in the face of adversity is what defines a person's character. It's easy to look at someone who has achieved success and assume that they had it easy, that their path was smooth, that they didn't face hardships or setbacks. But the truth is, behind every success story, there are countless moments of struggle, failure, and doubt. And it's the courage to keep going, even when things seem impossible, that separates those who ultimately succeed from those who give up along the way. Every challenge you face is an opportunity for growth. It might not feel like it in the moment, but with each obstacle you encounter, you are developing new strength, new skills, and new perspectives. When life gets tough, it's easy to think that this challenge will be the one that finally defeats you. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the weight of your circumstances, but remember, challenges don't have the power to defeat you. What defeats you is your decision to quit, to throw in the towel, to give up before you've given yourself a chance to grow stronger. The courage to persist through challenges is not a trait that some people are simply born with. It's a choice. It's a choice you make every single day. It's the decision to take one more step, even when you're exhausted. It's the decision to get back up after you've been knocked down. It's the decision to keep pushing forward, even when everything within you is telling you to turn around and walk away. That courage doesn't come from some external source, it comes from deep within you. It comes from your commitment to your dreams and your goals and your purpose. There are moments when life will feel like it's testing you beyond your limits. You'll be faced with challenges that seem insurmountable. But it's in those moments that you must tap into the courage that resides in your heart. You must remember why you started in the first place. You must hold on to the vision of where you want to go, even when the path ahead is unclear. It's during these tough times that your persistence becomes your greatest asset. The ability to persist when things get hard is not just about brute strength, it's about mental fortitude. It's about having the courage to continue when the odds are stacked against you. When we persist, we show the world, and more importantly, we show ourselves that we are stronger than any challenge that can our way. We demonstrate resilience. We show that no matter what happens, we will continue to push forward, adapt, and overcome. This is what defines us. It's not about being perfect or having all the answers. It's about having the determination to keep moving forward, step by step, even when it seems like the road is never ending. I think about the times in your life when you faced difficult situations, when you were in the middle of those moments. It probably felt like there was no light at the end of the tunnel. You may have even felt like giving up. But now looking back, you can see how far you've come. You can see how those challenges shaped you, made you stronger, and gave you a deeper understanding of who you are. That's the power of persistence. That's the power of choosing to keep going. When life presents its challenges, don't see them as obstacles. See them as opportunities to strengthen your resolve, to grow, and to show the world just how much you are capable of. The courage to persist is what will carry you through the toughest times and ultimately lead you to the success you desire. And it's that courage, that refusal to quit, that will define you in the end. So no matter what challenges lie ahead, don't be afraid to face them head on. Don't be afraid to persist. Because it is that courage, that unwavering commitment to your goals that will ultimately shape the person you become. It's the courage to persist through challenges that will not only define you, but will help you rise higher than you ever thought possible. Success is often portrayed as the achievement of a dream, the moment when everything you've worked for finally falls into place. We celebrate the finish line, the accolades, the recognition. But success is so much more than the moment of arrival. It's not just about the dream itself, it's about what you do along the way, especially when things aren't going according to plan. Success is about how you stand tall through adversity, how you handle the challenges that come with chasing your dreams, and how you grow in the face of setbacks. There is a misconception that success comes easily for some, and that those who achieve their dreams do so without facing obstacles. But that's simply not true. The truth is, everyone who has ever reached a significant milestone in life has faced adversity. They've encountered difficulties, disappointments, and struggles. But the difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who don't isn't the absence of challenges, it's their ability to stand tall and keep moving forward in spite of them. The journey towards success is filled with hurdles, but it's how you respond to those hurdles that ultimately determines your success. When you embark on the journey toward your dreams, you will inevitably face moments of doubt. You will encounter setbacks that make you question whether you're on the right path. You might even feel like giving up, but those moments are a critical part of the process. They are not signs that you should turn back, they are opportunities for growth. They are the moments that test your resolve, that show you just how badly you want what you're working toward. And it is in these moments that you will either break down or stand tall. Standing tall through adversity requires strength of character, strength of purpose, and strength of belief. It requires you to remain grounded in your vision, even when the world around you seems to be falling apart. When you face challenges, you may feel like you've been knocked down, but it's not about how many times you fall, it's about how many times you get back up. The key to success is not perfection, it's persistence. It's the ability to continue moving forward, even when it feels impossible. It's the courage to keep going, even when the finish line seems so far away. True success isn't about avoiding the hard times, it's about learning to navigate them. It's about finding strength within yourself that you never knew existed. It's about keeping your eyes on the goal, even when the road ahead is uncertain. Success is not just about the destination, it's about the person you become along the way. It's about how you handle the struggles, how you rise from the failures, and how you maintain your commitment to your dreams no matter what life throws at you. Every challenge you face, every hardship you endure, adds another layer to your resilience. It helps shape you into someone who can stand tall, unshaken in the face of adversity. When life knocks you down, it's easy to feel defeated. It's easy to feel like you've lost everything, like the dream is slipping away. But it's in those moments that you have a choice. You can choose to stay down, to let the challenges overwhelm you, or you can choose to rise. You can choose to get back up, dust yourself off, and continue forward. It's the second choice, the choice to rise, that leads to true success. It's the decision to stand tall, no matter how many times you fall. That shows the world, and more importantly yourself, what you're really made of. Success is not a straight path. It's a winding road filled with unexpected turns and obstacles. But it is the ability to keep going, to push through the tough times, that sets the successful apart from the rest. The ones who make it are the ones who refuse to be defeated. They don't quit when things get hard. They stand tall, they persevere, and they continue to move forward even when they can't see the way ahead. That's what makes them successful. So, as you chase your dreams, remember that success isn't just about achieving the end goal. It's about the resilience you develop along the way. It's about standing tall in the face of adversity, learning from your failures, and refusing to give up on your vision. Because true success is measured not by how smoothly the journey goes, but by how you respond when the going gets tough. It's about your ability to stand tall through adversity, no matter what life throws your way. And it's this strength, this persistence, that will carry you to the success you seek. Success is often portrayed as the achievement of a dream, the moment when everything you've worked for finally falls into place. We celebrate the finish line, the accolades, the recognition. But success is so much more than the moment of arrival. It's not just about the dream itself, it's about what you do along the way. especially when things aren't going according to plan. Success is about how you stand tall through adversity, how you handle the challenges that come with chasing your dreams, and how you grow in the face of setbacks. There's a misconception that success comes easily for some, and that those who achieve their dreams do so without facing obstacles. But that's simply not true. The truth is, everyone who has ever reached a significant milestone in life has faced adversity. They've encountered difficulties, disappointments, and struggles. But the difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who don't isn't the absence of challenges, it's their ability to stand tall and keep moving forward in spite of them. The journey towards success is filled with hurdles, but it's how you respond to those hurdles that ultimately determines your success. When you embark on the journey toward your dreams, you will inevitably face moments of doubt. You will encounter setbacks that make you question whether you're on the right path. You might even feel like giving up, but those moments are a critical part of the process. They are not signs that you should turn back, they are opportunities for growth. They are the moments that test your resolve, that show you just how badly you want what you're working toward. And it is in these moments that you will either break down or stand tall. Standing tall through adversity requires strength of character, strength of purpose, and strength of belief. It requires you to remain grounded in your vision, even when the world around you seems to be falling apart. When you face challenges, you may feel like you've been knocked down, but it's not about how many times you fall, it's about how many times you get back up. The key to success is not perfection, it's persistence. It's the ability to continue moving forward even when it feels impossible. It's the courage to keep going even when the finish line seems so far away. True success isn't about avoiding the hard times, it's about learning to navigate them. It's about finding strength within yourself that you never knew existed. It's about keeping your eyes on the goal, even when the road ahead is uncertain. Success is not just about the destination, it's about the person you become along the way. It's about how you handle the struggles, how you rise from the failures, and how you maintain your commitment to your dreams no matter what life throws at you. Every challenge you face, every hardship you endure, adds another layer to your resilience. It helps shape you into someone who can stand tall, unshaken in the face of adversity. When life knocks you down, it's easy to feel defeated. It's easy to feel like you've lost everything, like the dream is slipping away. But it's in those moments that you have a choice. You can choose to stay down, to let the challenges overwhelm you, or you can choose to rise. You can choose to get back up, dust yourself off, and continue forward. It's the second choice, the choice to rise that leads to true success. It's the decision to stand tall, no matter how many times you fall, that shows the world, and more importantly, yourself, what you're truly made of. Success is not a straight path. It's a winding road filled with unexpected turns and obstacles. But it is the ability to keep going, to push through the tough times, that sets the successful apart from the rest. The ones who make it are the ones who refuse to be defeated. They don't quit when things get hard. They stand tall, they persevere, and they continue to move forward, even when they can't see the way ahead. That's what makes them successful. So as you chase your dreams, remember that success isn't just about achieving the end goal. It's about the resilience you develop along the way. It's about standing tall in the face of adversity, learning from your failures, and refusing to give up on your vision. Because true success is measured not by how smoothly the journey goes, but by how you respond when the going gets tough. It's about your ability to stand tall through adversity, no matter what life throws your way. And it's this strength, this persistence, that will carry you to the success you seek. Challenges are often seen as obstacles, things to be avoided or feared. Many of us grow up being told that the goal is to make life as easy and comfortable as possible, to minimize the difficulties we face. But the truth is, challenges are not just inconveniences or setbacks, they are opportunities. Opportunities to grow, to learn, and to discover more about ourselves than we ever would have without them. Challenges, when faced with the right mindset, are not roadblocks, but stepping stones on the path to becoming our best selves. When you face a challenge, it often feels uncomfortable. It might stretch you beyond your current limits, making you feel vulnerable, uncertain, and exposed. And yet, these moments of discomfort hold within them the seeds of transformation. It's in the most challenging moments that you discover what you're truly capable of. You find strengths you didn't know you had. You uncover hidden talents and abilities that would have remained dormant if not for the struggle you faced. In the process of confronting and overcoming challenges, you learn not just about the world around you, but about who you are, what you stand for, and what you truly want out of life. Growth comes when you are pushed outside your comfort zone, when the circumstances force you to rise to the occasion. It's easy to stay in a place where everything feels safe and familiar, but real progress is made when you're forced to stretch, adapt, and evolve. Challenges require you to be resourceful, to think creatively, and to approach problems from different angles. They force you to dig deep and discover solutions that you might not have considered in more comfortable circumstances. This is where growth occurs, not in the easy moments, but in the moments when you feel like you might not be able to go any further. Self-discovery is a natural byproduct of facing challenges. When things are going smoothly, we often don't have to dig too deep into ourselves. But when life throws a curveball, we are forced to examine our inner strengths, weaknesses, weaknesses. In these moments, we come face to face with our own fears and insecurities. And yet, this is where the magic happens. By confronting our fears head on, we not only grow stronger, but we also come to understand ourselves more deeply. We discover who we are in the face of adversity, and we realize that we are capable of far more than we ever imagined. Every challenge you face has the potential to teach you something valuable. It could teach you resilience, the ability to bounce back from failure. It could teach you patience, perseverance, or the importance of humility. It might show you the power of adaptability or the necessity of asking for help when you need it. Some challenges will be more difficult than others, and not all of them will be pleasant. But each one will leave you with a lesson that will serve you in the future. The experiences you go through shape you. They make you wiser, more compassionate, and more understanding of both yourself and others. Challenges are also opportunities to redefine success. So often we define success based on external achievements, money, status, recognition. But challenges invite us to redefine success in more personal, meaningful terms. Success in this sense becomes not about what you achieve, but about how you respond when things don't go as planned. It becomes about the courage you show in the face of adversity, the strength you draw on to keep going, and the integrity you maintain even when the world seems to be falling apart. When you rise to a challenge, when you push through your discomfort and emerge on the other side, that is success in its purest form. Sometimes the growth and self-discovery that come from challenges are not immediately obvious. You might find yourself feeling frustrated, angry, or even defeated in the middle of a difficult situation. But it's important to remember that the process of growth is rarely linear. It often happens in stages, with the most profound lessons emerging in hindsight. It's only when you look back at a challenge that you realize how much you've learned from it and how it has shaped who you are today. The more challenges you face, the more you grow. You begin to build a mental and emotional skills that allows you to handle even greater difficulties with ease. You start to recognize that challenges are not to be feared, but embraced. They're opportunities to become a better version of yourself. They are invitations to expand your limits and tap into untapped potential. And as you continue to face challenges in life, you begin to see that every struggle is part of a bigger picture, one that's leading you toward greater self-awareness, deeper wisdom, and a more fulfilling life. So the next time you encounter a challenge, don't shy away from it. Don't view it as something to be avoided. Embrace it as an opportunity for growth. Ask yourself what you can learn from it, how it can make you better, and what it can reveal about who you truly are. Challenges are not just obstacles, they are the very things that propel us forward on our journey of self-discovery. And when we face them head on, we not only grow, but we become the best version of ourselves. Persistence is often misunderstood. Many people believe that persistence means waiting for the right time to act. waiting until all the conditions align perfectly before making a move. They think that once the stars align, once everything is in place, that's when they can start pursuing their goals. But the truth is, persistence is not about waiting for the right moment, because there will never be a perfect moment. Persistence is about taking action despite the obstacles, the uncertainty, and the challenges that stand in your way. The key to persistence lies in your willingness to act, even when things don't seem ideal. You don't wait for the perfect conditions, you make the conditions work for you. Success is not reserved for those who wait for the stars to align. Success is earned by those who decide to take the first step, even when they're not sure where that step will lead. It's about having the courage to start, even when there's no guarantee that things will work out the way you expect. The real power of persistence comes when you continue moving forward, even when the path ahead is unclear or when you face setbacks. Obstacles will always be a part of life. It's not a matter of if you'll face them, but when. And when they come, they'll often seem overwhelming. You'll encounter failures, rejections, and unexpected difficulties that make you question whether you should continue. But persistence is not about avoiding those obstacles. It's about pushing through them, continuing to take action, even when you don't know what the outcome will be. It's about learning to embrace the discomfort of the journey, understanding that the road to success is rarely smooth and never easy. One of the most powerful aspects of persistence is that it requires you to keep moving forward in the face of adversity. It's easy to take action when everything is going well, when the wind is at your back and the sun is shining. But it's the ability to act when things are difficult, when the odds seem stacked against you, that separates those who succeed from those who quit. Persistence is not about being perfect, it's about being relentless. It's about continuing to push forward, even when it seems like the world is telling you to stop. When you choose to be persistent, you also choose to embrace failure as a part of the process. Every failure is an opportunity to learn, to adjust, and to try again. Persistence doesn't mean that you won't experience setbacks. It means that you'll keep going despite them. Failure is not a sign that you should give up. It's simply feedback. It tells you what doesn't work and gives you the information you need to make a better decision moving forward. If you can learn to see failure as part of the journey rather than a reason to quit, you'll find that persistence becomes much easier. Sometimes the obstacles that stand in your way aren't external. Sometimes they are internal, your own doubts, fears, and insecurities. You may worry that you're not good enough, that you don't have what it takes, or that you'll never achieve your goals. These feelings are normal, but persistence is about moving forward in spite of them. It's about taking action even when you're scared. It's about doing the work even when you don't feel ready. Persistence is not about waiting until you feel confident or prepared. It's about doing it anyway. It's about showing up day after day and doing the work even when the self-doubt creeps in. Taking action despite obstacles doesn't mean you won't face difficult times. It doesn't mean you won't feel discouraged, frustrated, or exhausted. It means that even when you feel those things, you keep going. Persistence is about making progress, no matter how small. It's about taking one step at a time, even if that step feels like a small one. Each small step builds momentum, and over time, those steps accumulate into something significant. The key is not to focus on how far you have to go, but on taking that next step, no matter how challenging it may seem. Persistence is also about having faith in the process. There will be times when you don't see immediate results, when your efforts don't seem to pay off right away. But persistence teaches you to trust that the work you're putting in will eventually lead to progress, even if it's not immediately visible. Just like planting a seed, you may not see the fruits of your labor right away, but with time, effort, and consistent action, that seed will grow into something powerful. The most successful people in the world didn't get where they was. They didn't wait for the stars to align or for all the pieces to fall into place. They succeeded because they were willing to take action despite the obstacles, despite the failures, and despite the doubts. They understood that persistence is not about waiting, it's about doing. It's about taking action one step at a time and trusting that your efforts will eventually lead to success, you see. So the next time you find yourself waiting for the right moment to begin, remember this: there will never be a perfect time. The right moment is now. Persistence is not about waiting for everything to be ideal. It's about taking action even when things aren't perfect. The real power of persistence is that it turns obstacles into opportunities and setbacks into lessons. It's about continuing to move forward, no matter what, and trusting that your actions will eventually lead you to the success you've been working for. The road to success is rarely a straight path. In fact, it's often filled with detours, setbacks, and obstacles that can make the journey feel long, arduous, and at times discouraging. No matter how carefully you plan, no matter how focused you are on your goal, life has a way of throwing unexpected challenges your way. The road is winding, unpredictable, and filled with moments where it feels like you'll never get to the destination. But despite these challenges, there's one thing that can make all the difference in whether you reach your goal: persistence. Persistence is the trait that separates those who succeed from those who give up. The ones who quit when faced with difficulties are the ones who never get to experience the rewards of their efforts. They let the setbacks defeat them, and instead of moving forward, they stop, believing that their dream is out of reach. But winners are different. Winners keep going no matter how many detours and setbacks they face. They understand that success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about being willing to keep going even when things don't go as planned. They understand that every setback is not a reason to quit, but a reason to press on. Life is full of detours. When you embark on a journey towards success, you often start with a clear vision of where you want to go. You know the destination, you have a plan in mind, and you're ready to take action. But somewhere along the way, things don't go as expected. You face challenges that throw you off course. Perhaps you experience a setback, something goes wrong, a mistake is made, or a plan falls through. In those moments, it's easy to feel lost, confused, and frustrated. The detour seems like it's leading you away from your goal, and it can be tempting to believe that maybe you should just give up. But persistence is what helps you overcome these detours. It's the understanding that the road to success isn't linear, that the path may twist and turn in ways you didn't anticipate. The detours are part of the journey, not the end of it. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to adjust your course. When you persist through detours, you gain new experiences that make you stronger and more prepared for the next challenge. Instead of seeing detours as obstacles, winners see them as learning experiences. They don't let a temporary roadblock define their journey. Setbacks are another unavoidable part of the journey toward success. No matter how much you plan, how hard you work, setbacks will come. Whether it's a failure, a missed opportunity, or an unexpected turn of events, setbacks are an inevitable part of pursuing your goals. And yet, it's in these moments that persistence truly matters. Anyone can keep going when everything is going well, when the road is smooth and the finish line seems close. But the real test of character comes when the setbacks arrive. When you fail, when things don't go as planned, how do you respond? Winners are the ones who keep going even after a setback. They don't let failure define them. They don't let a missed opportunity stop them from continuing their pursuit of success. Instead, they embrace setbacks as opportunities to grow. They reflect on what went wrong, learn from their mistakes, and adjust their approach moving forward. The key is not to avoid setbacks, but to use them as stepping stones that help you reach your final destination. Persistence is not about avoiding failure, it's about failing, learning, and getting back up. What separates winners from quitters is not the absence of setbacks, but the willingness to keep moving forward in spite of them. The winners understand that success is not guaranteed, that the road will be tough, and that there will be moments when they will feel like giving up. But they don't quit. They keep moving forward. They have a vision of where they want to go, and they stay committed to it, no matter how many obstacles they encounter. This is the power of persistence. It turns obstacles into opportunities, setbacks into lessons, and detours into part of the journey. The road to success is never easy. It's filled with moments of doubt, frustration, and difficulty. But if you have the persistence to keep going, to rise above the setbacks, and to keep moving forward, you'll find that success is within reach. The road may not be what you expected, and it may not always be easy, but persistence will get you there. Persistence is the key that unlocks the door to success. It's the quality that separates those who reach their goals from those who never even get close. So, no matter how many detours or setbacks you face, don't give up. Keep going. Because in the end, it's persistence that makes the difference between winners and quitters. And with persistence, there's nothing that can stop you from reaching your dreams. Every great achievement in history has one thing in common: the person behind it refused to give up. Achievements, whether monumental or seemingly small, are often the product of countless failures, struggles, and setbacks. The world remembers the accomplishments, the end result, but rarely gives enough recognition to the grit and perseverance that made those achievements possible. The truth is, every great accomplishment stems from the determination of someone who, despite facing immense difficulty, refused to quit. Consider the stories of inventors, entrepreneurs, athletes, and leaders who have changed the world. Each of them has faced numerous obstacles on their journey. Thomas Edison, for example, failed thousands of times before successfully inventing the light bulb. Walt Disney was rejected over 300 times before securing funding for Disneyland. Michael Jordan was famously cut from his high school basketball team, only to become one of the greatest athletes of all time. These individuals didn't achieve greatness by luck or by waiting for the perfect moment. They achieved greatness because they refused to give up when failure knocked on their door. They understood that success wasn't about avoiding failure, it was about continuing to push forward in the face of it. The road to achievement is rarely smooth and it is rarely immediate. Achievements come with their share of challenge, long hours, hard work, and often overwhelming obstacles that make the journey feel impossible. In those moments of difficulty, it can be easy to want to give up. The weight of setbacks can make you question your ability to succeed, and the temptation to quit can be incredibly strong. But it's in those very moments when everything seems bleak that persistence becomes the defining factor. Those who achieve greatness are not the ones who never experience failure, but the ones who keep going when it seems like the odds are stacked against them. Success is often built upon the foundation of many small, seemingly insignificant actions. Greatness isn't achieved by taking one giant leap forward. It's built on countless moments of perseverance. It's the person who gets up after every failure, who refuses to let setbacks define them, and who pushes through the hardest times. Every time you choose not to give up, you lay another brick in the foundation of your success. Every effort, no matter how small it may seem, is a step closer to your goal. And every time you push through adversity, you grow stronger, more resilient, and more determined to reach your ultimate destination. The key to understanding the relationship between great achievement and the refusal to give up is recognizing that failure is an inevitable part of the process. No one who has ever accomplished something significant has done so without encountering failure along the way. Failure is not something to be feared or avoided. Instead, it should be seen as a natural part of the journey. Each failure provides valuable lessons, each one teaches you something new, and each one builds your ability to succeed in the future. Refusing to give up means embracing failure as a teacher rather than seeing it as a final defeat. It's not the failure itself that defines you, it's your decision to rise again and try once more that ultimately determines your success. It's also important to recognize that persistence doesn't mean blindly continuing the same actions without change. Persistence is not about stubbornly pursuing the same path when it's clearly not working. Instead, persistence is about learning from setbacks and adjusting your approach accordingly. It's about being flexible and adaptable while still staying committed to your end goal. The refusal to give up means being willing to make adjustments, to try different strategies, and to evolve along the way. It's about maintaining the belief that your goal is achievable and refusing to abandon it even when things don't go as planned. Sometimes the most difficult part of the journey is keeping your belief alive when things seem impossible. There will be times when it feels like you're going in circles, not making any progress, and perhaps even moving backward. In these moments, it's easy to lose hope and think that the goal is out of reach. But the greatest achievements often come when you are on the verge of giving up. It's the person who finds the strength to keep going in these darkest hours who ultimately reaches the light at the end of the tunnel. In fact, the difference between success and failure is often determined by whether you choose to keep going when things seem hopeless. The refusal to give up is what transforms dreams into reality. It's what turns the impossible into the possible. Every time you face adversity, you are presented with a choice to give up or to keep going. The ones who refuse to give up, who continue to push forward, no matter how many times they fail or how long it takes, are the ones who change the world. It's through their perseverance that they achieve greatness and inspire others to do the same. So whenever you feel like giving up, remember this: every great achievement comes from someone who refused to quit. The most successful individuals are not the ones who never faced obstacles, but the ones who kept going when the going got tough. The secret to achievement is simple: don't quit. Keep moving forward, no matter how many times you fall. Keep pushing, even when it feels impossible. And most importantly, believe that your dream is worth every effort, every setback, and every moment of doubt. Because in the end, success is not just about reaching the goal, it's about refusing to give up on the journey. The strength to persist is not something that can be found outside of yourself. It doesn't come from circumstances, from other people, or from fleeting moments of motivation. The true power to keep moving forward in the face of adversity comes from within. It is fueled by your dreams, your purpose, and your unshakable belief in your ability to achieve what you set out to do. When the world around you seems chaotic, or when the obstacles in your path seem insurmountable, it's the fire inside you, the deep desire to live your purpose, that propels you to keep going. At the heart of persistence is a powerful sense of purpose. Purpose is the reason you wake up every morning, the driving force that propels you to take action, even when things are difficult. Without a sense of purpose, it's easy to lose motivation and give up when the going gets tough. But when you have a clear sense of why you are doing something, why you are chasing a particular dream, it gives you the strength to keep going, even when the road gets rough. Your dreams and purpose become the fuel that powers your persistence, keeping you focused and determined, no matter how many setbacks or failures you encounter. Your dreams are your personal compass. They provide you with direction. They remind you of why you are working so hard, and they serve as a beacon of hope when the journey feels long and exhausting. Every great achievement begins as a dream, an idea, a vision of something better, something worth striving for. Dreams give you something to look forward to, something to reach for, even when things feel uncertain. They are the spark that ignites the fire of persistence, the reason you continue to put in the effort, even when the results are not immediately apparent. When you are driven by a powerful dream, you are not deterred by temporary setbacks or challenges. Instead, you use them as opportunities to learn, grow, and become more resilient. But dreams alone are not enough to sustain you through adversity. Purpose is what gives your dreams their power. It's the deeper meaning behind what you are doing, the why that keeps you moving forward when the going gets tough. Purpose is what gives your efforts meaning, and it provides the strength to keep going when the path seems unclear or filled with obstacles. Your purpose is the reminder that what you're doing matters, that your work has significance, and that the struggle is worth it. It's what helps you find meaning in your challenges and turns every setback into an opportunity for growth. When you are connected to your purpose, you draw from a well of inner strength that helps you push through even the most difficult moments. You become less concerned with the external circumstances and more focused on the internal drive that keeps you moving forward. Your purpose gives you resilience, allowing you to bounce back from failure with renewed determination. When you know that your efforts are aligned with something greater than yourself, you become unstoppable. Your purpose becomes the foundation on which you build your persistence. There will be times when it feels like nothing is going your way. There will be moments when the obstacles seem too large, the work overwhelming, and the rewards too far off in the distance. During these times, it's easy to feel discouraged and tempted to give up. But in these moments, the strength to persist is not found in external circumstances, but in your connection to your purpose. Your purpose reminds you that setbacks are not failures. They are simply part of the journey. They are the challenges that will shape you, teach you, and prepare you for the success that is waiting for you at the end of the road. The key to persistence is understanding that the path to success is rarely easy. The road will be filled with obstacles, doubts, and moments of frustration. But when you are clear about your dreams and purpose, you find the strength to keep going. Your dreams give you direction. Your purpose gives you meaning, and together they give you the determination to push through the difficult times. You learn that persistence is not about avoiding challenges or setbacks, but about embracing them as part of the process. With each obstacle you overcome, you grow stronger and more confident in your ability to succeed. The strength to persist comes from within because it is not dependent on external validation or circumstance. It is rooted in your belief in yourself and in your ability to achieve your dreams. It is about trusting the process even when things don't seem to be progressing the way you want them to. Persistence is not about seeing instant results, it's about staying committed to the journey, knowing that with each step you are getting closer to your goal. The more you persist, the more you build your inner strength, your resilience, and your confidence. When you are driven by your dreams and purpose, nothing can stand in your way. The strength to persist is not found in the absence of challenges, but in your ability to keep moving forward despite them. Your dreams give you the vision, and your purpose gives you the strength. Together they fuel the fire within you, allowing you to press on when others would have quit. In the end, persistence is what transforms dreams into reality, and it is the unwavering belief in your purpose that makes persistence possible. When you refuse to give up, when you keep pushing forward in pursuit of your dreams, you tap into a well of inner strength that will carry you through even the toughest of times. And with that strength, you will achieve everything you set out to do.